What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, hanging out today on the Feed the Beast server, doing stuff and things. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a really good day, and we got a little buddy here, a little wisp. I've never seen a wisp in this area, ever. And I don't do anything that creates flux or anything around here. I don't really deal with Thaumcraft very much, and yeah, just weird to see. Hey, little buddy, what's up? What, attack you? No, I'm not going to attack you, man. Anywho, yeah, so I just thought that was weird. I've never seen one of those around here. I wish there was a bunch. It would look cool. So, taking a look at stuff and things, laser plus upgrade. So, what ended up happening with that? Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. Let's turn the system on. So, I did a bunch of stuff and things. Set up all the lasers up in this area here. And then what we have are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 44 of the laser pluses fully upgraded. And then I set up the resonant energy cells. A lot of people were giving all sorts of different comments in the down there last video telling me about what we could do to get increased the power. And I started doing a little bit of research myself. You guys gave me a lot of good tips too. Straight away, one of the first things is that the redstone energy conduit can only pass. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of things here just so I can explain what's going on. Oh, no signal. There we go. So redstone energy conduit, and then let's just look at conduit. So we got two types of piping right here, and then if you just look at the pipe and hold shift right here, you can see the transfer rate of power for redstone energy conduit is 10,000 RF per tick. The transfer rate for power for ender energy conduit is 20,000 RF per tick, 20,480. So we can only transfer 10,000 RF per tick to these lasers. And then what I was using before are the regular energy cells. Those only output, I think, I can't remember what the max output on those is. It's low. 2,000, maybe even less. But so resonant energy cell are the top tier energy cell for the storage and transmission of RF, and the highest that they'll go is 10,000 RF per tick. So there's a couple different ways that I could have handled this. I could have gone ahead and done all of the lasers, replaced everything, and just piped straight ender energy conduit straight out of the tesseracts. I don't believe that I'm storing enough power in order to do that, though. If we take a look at, it's not telling you the energy required. The energy required to create one of the laser pluses is astronomical. It's in the tens of millions of MJ, I do believe. Well, I think I can't remember if it's 1,280,000 or 12 million. I think it's 1,280,000 MJ, which is, what is that, 10 million RF? Is it 10? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so we could go straight out of the tesseracts with the ender energy conduit and hope that the system could hold up. I don't think that it could, because I don't think we're making enough power. I did add a couple more solars to the solar cells, and I can go and show you that here in a second. But yeah, so right for now, this is how the system's going to be, and it works perfectly fine, guys. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. We're transferring tons of power. We can create anything that we want super, super fast. Let's check it out. Make it happen, man. Womp, 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 no, dude, dubstep, so anyway, I love it. I think it's really cool. I love the way that it looks up here, and it's already done. As you can see, it was that fast. We didn't get a chance to look at how much power it was using, but I've already made 4 more of the laser pluses in here. But if we take and stick some redstone in here, like so, let's see how this works. So this is 10,000 MJ. I mean, it's amazeballs. So that's how fast it's working. So it's working super duper fast. If we take a look at one of the lasers real quick, yeah, they're still full of energy. And I think that before I was showing last episode, it was giving me it was showing that 1,000 MJ. So it says it's got 24,615.3 out of 1,000. And I was breaking them and setting them back. It looks like it's just a visual glitch. I think somebody had said that too. So, all right. So the next stage, I also did try sticking a tesseract directly onto the laser pluses, and it doesn't work. So yeah, for now, this is the system that we're going to use, and we just got a button on each one of these guys so we can shut them off and save a little bit of power that way. But I don't use the assembly table that much. It doesn't need to be really more than what it is. I think it's pretty good. Now, we might do a little bit of upgrading of different stuff and things once we get some different power online. And that's something that I want to play around with today. So first things first on the Todo list, let's go ahead and check out Laser Plus. Bam, done. So a couple other things that we have to work on: automated water vials, automated magnum torches, the mob farm, doing something with a different kind of spawner in there, but also I want to add ReactorCraft onto the list here. So we're going to start playing around with ReactorCraft too. That's going to be a thing that we do. So I can't decide. I was trying to think of what we're going to do today. I can't decide if I want to start playing with ReactorCraft today or if I want to do the automated magnum torch thing. So let's take a look at the magnum torch and what we would need to do that. So we need some wood. That's no big whoop. We need these chandeliers, which are gold ingots, diamonds. I mean, it's just, you know, torches, nothing major. And we would need to automate potions as well, which might be a little bit tricky. So I don't know. I don't even know if it's something I really want to play around with the automated magnum torch. It almost sounds like it's a pain. Like I think that it would kind of be a fun project, but I think that it would be a pain too. So why don't we start playing around with ReactorCraft? I know Hypno started doing that too, and so it might be kind of a redo. But I think that it would be pretty fun. Now, I'm going to want a decent bit of space in order to do this, and I don't want to kind of do it underground. I think it would be cool if you could see the reactors. The top of Mob Island would be neat, but I feel like, I don't know, it's Mob Island. It's not ReactorCraft Island. Oh, wait, there is this must be where that guy came from. There's probably an aura nexus thingy doodler inside of this silverleaf tree thing. Wait. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Silverwood tree. But anywho, so I'm thinking that over in this area right here, this could be like ReactorCraft Island. So we got a little bit of stuff and things to do over here because we got to clear everything out. So, I have my bam, bam, bam way faster this way. So I got to clear this all out, make kind of a flat area. I did already spend a bunch of time putting a bunch of recipes into the ME system, so that that would be a little bit faster for us. And I did do a little bit of research on reactors and how they work. There's a couple of different types, and there's a couple as far as there's active and passively cooled reactors, and we're gonna have to start with, I think, I can't remember which one. There's one you have to start with, I think, passively cooled you have to start with, and then you can go to actively cooled once you make some plutonium. But yeah, so we're going to clear this out, make like a big flat spot, and then come over and start. Oh, yeah, also, I forgot to tell you guys, all the sludge has been processed. The backlog of sludge that we had in the system, that's all been processed. And so it's just cool that that's kind of being a thing on its own and just doing its thing. It's not really making us that many like great items or anything like that. But why? I mean, you might as well set it up. That's what the fun part of Feed the Beast is, making projects and doing stuff and things. So, yeah, we got that done. I thought there was something else I wanted to mention to you guys. I think the only other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about, oh, yeah, I did want to show you the books situation. So only 1,600 Unbreaking 3 books, but a huge amount of enchantments over here. Now, if we take a look at something more important like Silk Touch, we only do have 41. Now, over in the area here, the spawn area, if you take a look down through here, everything's kind of been working out really good. And I've just been keeping the system on. There's no clogs or anything like that, but a few really interesting items have shown up here. So some arrows, 3 enchanted with plague, this rotten flesh of the eagles with fire aspect on it. This piece of redstone, which like blows my noodle. It's a piece of redstone with plague 2 and 3 on it. And then the Ender Scythe with looting 5, like the superest hoe of all the hoes. And this diamond chest plate has fallen into the system too and won't go through, which really kind of struck me as odd. I'm not really sure why that is, because I'm pretty sure I've got. Do I have diamond? I have diamond on here, right? Or is it that I haven't seen anything diamond drop? Oh, maybe I'm just being a monkey. Oh yeah. I forgot. It's only gold level. I haven't actually seen anything diamond drop. So we haven't got a lot of the excess items, just a couple. And I'm content to just let them sit there and pile up. It's no big whoop. I don't need to add a port or have it processed just because one item shows up every 4 or 5 days. And there are a few things that have started to build up in here, some of the flint and steel and stuff like that. And I'm really going to have to add another system with the auto disenchanter in order to kind of take care of these. Now I can just go ahead and go in and add them in one at a time like so, and then the system should process through these additional ones. So, but again, it's not really that much. It doesn't really matter. The system's working good. So, all right, yeah, back to flattening off Reactor Island.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming over. You said you were running low on cursed earth, but you might have a way that we can grow some.
Yeah. So for my peeps, yeah, I was just doing some things over at the 1-8, and Z said that he needed some cursed earth, and I noticed I only had about 17, 18 left. And so I thought I'd come over. Also, you're a red person.
Yeah, this is some blood armor, man. Bound armor. Can't
Oh my
hurt me.
god! It didn't even do
Can't
any
hurt.
damage to you. No,
Nope, get away.
you still have 20 hearts.
Get away. I don't want to
Oh
fight.
my god. Blood magic OP.
It's coming, dude. It's coming. That's what I'm working on this cursed earth for. So for your peeps, this is what they call a well of suffering. This little crazy archaic
So
looking
crazy,
setup down
man.
here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna fill in a bunch of these gaps with cursed earth so that mobs spawn. And when I activate this, basically what's gonna happen is it's going to suck the life out of the mobs and give it to the altar that's above it so that it kind of refills the life
Oh,
points that I
okay.
need to power all my magic with. So that's the whole point of it. And once you get something like this online, it pretty much just automates itself, man, and I can do all the wonderful things that this mod has to offer. So this is like a huge, huge, huge step for me.
All right, cool. So, you were saying you're gonna need. You don't have a silk touch shovel, so real quick,
Ding a 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 ding.
let me see. I'm gonna grab some XPs, and I grabbed some books from my spawner, and let's go ahead and go silk touch, fish unbreaking, efficiency. And let's name this thing. To Silky.
The silky,
Bam.
silky
Oh,
smooth.
I need 38 levels. It's gonna take a second. We're gonna have to hear the dings. So, but it should be pretty easy for you to repair anytime you want to repair this bad boy.
Right, with this kind of setup for sure, man.
Yeah, you can just come over here and grab some XP, and then you'll be good to go. And then you can get into, like, if you end up getting into Tinkers or something like that. Oh, the dinging. Oh my god.
I do want to do some. I want to make a manulum cleaver because this setup that I got, Ormanage told me that with fast miner, I always have haste, and it's like one of the most powerful weapons you can get, but it's slow as molasses. So this haste will allow me to swing it like a boss.
The dinging. Oh my god.
Get away from the dinging.
It's the worst.
Is it finished? No, he's still dinging.
I just got to rename this thing now.
Oh, okay.
To Silky. Bam. All right, so now we got you a silk touch shovel. Oh, the dinging.
It's like a casino.
That's so dumb. It's like I wish you could. That's the kind of stuff like just turn it off. Or how about wouldn't it be cool if instead it made that noise? What if it went like a humming noise, like a pleasant wah, 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 or something. It's like ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong. Like, jeez, man.
It sounds like the ambient noise in a casino, dude. I used to work in a casino and it was terrible because all day long, ding 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 ding.
Oh my god.
All right, so what are you doing here?
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little cursed earth farm, and
All right.
I did this in the last season, a couple seasons ago.
Oh,
Because I
it's
played around
growing.
with cursed earth. Yeah, I'm using the wand of builder's wand.
It looks like something that you would put on top of a Christmas tree.
The builder's wand? Oh yeah, it does.
That's so funny. Okay, anyway, so we have a
So-
double shack.
So we got a little top on this, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to make a little checkerboard pattern like so. And well, actually, you know what we could do? It doesn't have to be checkerboard. This will probably make it easier. I think checkerboard is probably the most efficient. Actually, I'm trying to think. Now there's gonna be like 48 million people in the comments. Actually, Slip, the most efficient formation for cursor. I know they don't sound like that, but I always get those comments. All right, so we're gonna do this, and we're also going to make it dark in here with dark glass.
All right.
So, because I'm pretty sure that this cursed earth won't spread unless it's dark.
The glass isn't dark at all.
Now that glass is called dark glass. So what it does is basically just stops the transmission of light.
Oh.
So you can see through it, but it acts like a solid block.
Okay, that's neat.
Oh, all
I
right.
like that.
So I'm out of cursed earth. That's all I had.
All right, let's
And
make some
then
extras.
you can see
Oh,
it's
it's already
actually
growing.
already spreading. Yeah. Do I have night vision on? All right. There's my night vision turned off. I don't know if there's a certain light level it needs to be in order for it to spread. But we were playing around. I was playing around with it, and it seems like it wasn't spreading if there was light. It was spreading faster if it was dark. So we'll do this. Oh,
Way around it. Actually, I can harvest one of these little bits of cursed earth now if you want,
yeah. You can just harvest it out and then just
and
squirt a
then
couple
put
more
it
dirt
back.
blocks back
Right.
in. And what actually we can do, you know what would probably be the best idea? Let's do this. This makes more sense. So we'll take all this out of the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let me do this like so. Oh, look. Oh, we spawned. Oh, crap.
Oh.
I was worried about that. So
That's
you're
okay.
you're probably going to spawn spiders in here.
That's all right. That's fine.
So that's
Can handle spiders.
and then right in the center, it looks like it's still spreading, but what we can do, stay right here for just a second.
Okay.
I'm going to go grab something from the 1.8. Just take 2 secs. But this is a cool little block that will stop the transmission of light and allow you to walk through it.
Oh, is that like one of those curtains, blackout curtains?
Yeah, you got it, man. We'll put some blackout
Yeah.
curtains right there like so, and then it'll be completely dark in here, and then you can harvest your cursed earth and yeah, make a little cursed earth farm.
Very nice.
So that should be all you need. And then, you know what else? I wonder if there's another gift that I can give you. You need the gifts, man.
I need the gifts. I need dirt too.
You need dirt?
I'm gonna get some dirt right quick.
I got
Need
dirt. You need dirt.
You got dirt for days.
I got 2 million dirt if you need
2
some.
million?
Yeah.
All I need is like a 64 stack, man.
I got 2 million dirt. But there's
All right.
another item that I wanted to pass on to you.
All right.
It's a hand-me-down.
Hand me down.
Yeah. So right now I'm using mysterious magnet in order to draw items. Where are you at, homie? Oh, you're in there.
Oh, I got magnetism.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, not
Oh.
yet, but it's like it's part of my. It's not part of my armor, but I got a sigil that gives it to me. I just haven't built it yet, but I'll take
Oh.
it anyway.
Well, here
What
it's
is it, the coin of suck.
yeah, man. A coin of suck. There you go.
Sweet, man. Yeah, this is definitely better than the sigil.
Well, for now, you know what I mean. You can just use
Yeah.
it. I'm not using
Yeah.
one anymore, so I
Right
use
on,
my
man.
mysterious magnet.
Right.
All
Oh,
right.
cool. So I could just sit in here and farm for days. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very
And then-
nice. And you see, I still see stuff though. Is that due to the fact that I have night vision? I could take off my night vision. Oh, it ends in 13 seconds.
Oh
Let me
yeah, you're
see.
probably still
I
seeing
want to
some
see it
night
get
vision.
dark. Yeah. Oh. Hey.
Spider.
It killed me.
Oh no way! I thought you had your super armor.
I had my helmet off, so it didn't activate. You have to have the full suit on for it to work.
He just popped you like
I
a
was
water
just
balloon.
trying to figure out if it was dark or not, and it just
Dude, he wasted you. Oh man,
man, that's funny.
I'm sorry. You
But
died.
all this- keep your armor on. That's the motto of this story.
I just didn't
Yay.
expect it. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect
No,
you
it's
to
fine, dude.
pop
It's
so
funny.
fast.
It's funny. All right, I'm gonna put all this stuff back on.
All right, here's some more cursed earth.
It's definitely dark in there, by the way.
Oh, there's your helmet. You're gonna need that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but it's definitely dark in there. I turned my night vision off, and yeah, but you should be good to go. And that way, you can make all the cursed earth that you ever could want.
Nice, man. Very nice. All right.
So I got a bunch of stuff and things done, and I want to show you what's going on. I got my reactor set up, and this is the way that I'm going to be doing this. There's a lot of different stuff in this multi-block structure that makes up these big reactors. You have reactor casing, reactor glass, and it's really similar to a lot of other multi-block structures that you've seen. You need like the casing on the outside edges. You can use glass in the center. And then what I've done is I've put 5 control rods in, or wait, no, what are they called? Yeah, Yellorium fuel rods. So I put 5 of those guys in the centers here, and then I put these reactor control rods on top. Now, in order to make it a multi-block structure, we're going to have to get the, where is it? here it is, reactor controller. So if we stick this in the center here, like so, bam, it becomes a thing. It's a thing. So we can see here we're just nothing's happening at this point. So what we got to do is start pumping some yellorium into this thing. Now, I've never done this before, so you guys know how I am. I like to kind of do stuff and things with you. So cut me some slack. Cut me just this littlest bit of slack if this isn't perfect. Let's take a look here. What I'm actually going to do, let's do them here and here. And I'm going to take two. Wait, no, come here, man. I'm going to take two of these reactor access ports and stick them like this, and then we will take our glass and stick it back, and it should go ahead and squirt back into a multi-block structure. All right, cool. So then we need a power tap. Oh, you know what? Let's set it up in this configuration just so we can have everything on one side for your viewing pleasure. So let's go power tap, one of those, and then let's put one of these guys here. Oh man, I'm sucking out a place in blocks. One of those guys there, and let's take the power tap and stick it there, and then take two pieces of the glass. Boom, boom. All right, multi-block structure. So, whoop, no, that is not right. So what these access ports do is they allow us to create, make something an input or an output. And then the power tap is, I do believe, what we're going to be pulling the power out of. So let's go ahead and set up this guy here. Now, I'm not sure. What I've got here is an ender chest where I've started to pump the yellorium ingots into. I'm not sure if I could set this guy directly onto the side of this. Now, I do believe green is set for input, blue is set for output. So eject fuel. Wait, I really wish this wasn't here right now, so I could read what that says. Set the access port to inlet mode. That's what we want. Ejects fuel contained in the reactor, placing ingots in the reactor access port. Dump excess fuel. So I think that what we want to do is set this guy up for the eject mode and set him on, eject waste. I think this is going to work. All right, so what I was saying is I'm not sure if I can just stick this guy right onto here like that or not. I don't think that that's going to work. I think we're going to have to pump the yellorium ingots out into it. So maybe we could just, for nowsies, stick this here like so. We could just take a stack of this, and then we should be able to push that right inside. Now, did that do anything for us? Oh, man. All right, so we got some stuff and things going on. I got to get rid of this NEI window. That's really screwing me up. 80% fuel, 0% depleted. So I do believe if we were to just take another stack, squirt it in like so, bam, it's a thing. So what we got going on now, casing is 0. That is 0. 5 rods, capacity 80,000 blardy blar. Activate reactor. Boom! It's being a thing. So it's getting really, really hot. Really, really hot. And it's making a lot of power right now. And so it's charging it up. So what we got going on here is this is the temperature of the reactor. This is the amount of power being created. So it looks like that we're still powering up. We're creating around, now when it says flux, it means RF. So we're creating around 4,400 RF per tick. And the fuel usage is right here. So oh man, I angered the gods. The gods. Fuel reactivity. How heavily irradiated the core, high level radiation reduce fuel burn up. So, all right. So yeah, we got our temperature. We got our amount of flux that we're creating. We have basically the efficiency of the fuel that's being used, or the rate at which it's burning fuel, and then the fuel reactivity, which looks to be like a percentage of efficiency. So let's take a look. We had 48 in there. It's still burning the 48, so it's still on the original pieces that we put in. So it's not like it's blowing through the yellorium ingot super, super duper fast. And we're still charging up here. There's our casing heat. Now we can go up here. Let's take a look at this really quickly. 2280, 4.44. And I think we can go up here, and if we increase these, so it looks like what we've done is made everything wonky. I think that we're causing the fuel burn up rate to fluctuate a little bit there. We still have that same amount of fuel. And it looks like the temperature went down and the power created went down. And that was by taking the reactor control rods and turning up that control rod percentage. So let's take a look here. So if we keep them at 0, and I think what this is really doing, I think this basically slows down the rate at which we burn the fuel. So now what we should end up starting to see after this thing starts to burn fuel is it's going to eject, what is it going to be called? I can't remember. Let's look it up real quick. So it's going to eject this guy right here, cyanide ingots, and then we can take those and we can use one of the blocks to turn those into plutonium, and that gets us to the next level. That's the fuel that we can use for the next different type of big reactor. Now, one of the things we can do to make this work more efficiently is we can put some sort of a liquid around the outside edges of it. Now, you might have seen like Hypno was doing. All right, here we go. We're making stuff and things happen. Let me just check this really quick because I want to see. Let's go ahead and stick that there. All right, you can see we got a green light on it, and then let's go ahead and put this guy on, and you can see we're creating power. So, all right, cool. Just wanted to check that, and I brought those things along to do that. So we can use a couple of different types of liquid in order to cool this reactor more efficiently. And the liquid ender is, I think, the second best, but the gelid cryothium is the highest level. And this is the stuff that we're going to need to make. So in order to get the gelid cryothium buckets, and we're going to need, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 buckets in order to cool this reactor. And in order to make the gelid cryothium, we need the cryothium dust, and we can stick that into a magma crucible to get the liquid. No big deal. How much do we get for each? Oh, we're going to need a bunch of it. So we only get 100 MB for one of the dust. That means we need 10 cryothium dust in order to make one bucket, and then we're going to need 160 total to make the 16 buckets that we need. Now this comes from saltpeter, no big warp, redstone, no big warp, snowballs. I don't really have snowballs, but I can go and get some snowballs. We can macerate ice. I don't know. I'm not really worried about that as much. But the piece that we do not have is blizz powder, and a blizz rod. How do you make a blizz rod? Is that what blizzes drop? I don't know. So what we need to do is find a blizz. So I'm going to need to go ahead and head down here and grab a safari net because we're going to have to catch a blizz. Now, they're supposed to just spawn in areas that have snow. That's just where they're supposed to spawn. And I know that there's some snow, I do believe. Let me let the chunks load in here. I think there's a snowy mountain right over in this area. Yeah, right here. So I think if I just hang out in this area for a minute, I should go ahead and start to see some blizz spawning. So, yeah. Is it going to happen instantaneous for the peeps? It is. Bam! So there's a blizz right there. What up, man? Get him a ball. I got a ball of blizz. So, all right, now we're going to have to figure out a way to farm these guys. And, you know, I'm really glad that we have a little mob area set up over here so that, you know, I had that second story. Remember that? And I said we're going to do something with this area. You know what I mean? This place right here. And I think this is going to give you a good spot to set up some sort of farming area of some sort. Did I say some sort of farming area of some sort? It is going to be some sort of farming area, but I just think there's going to be some sort of farming area. But all right, so yeah, here in this area is where we're going to set it up. We're going to have to make a grinder. We've got to get a little spawning area. We need an auto spawner, a bunch of different stuff and things. I'm going to start working on that, and I'll BRBs. So I did not realize, but it looks like the video's going a little bit long, or not long, but we're at the end of our time for today. And I had a really good time hanging out. I had fun starting the REACTORCraft project. I have all the stuff and things in the inventory we need to start playing with some other stuff. I got some grinders. I got my ME system I'm going to set up, a couple tesseracts, some crystal to get some Mistcraft portals going on. All sorts of stuff and things are ready to go, and we're going to work on that. Next time on the Futaba, if you guys like the video, please don't forget to show your support and hit the like button. Feel free to share and favorite the video as you see fit. Don't spam it on Reddit, peeps. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.